Okay, I'll go on to edit. We'll just edit the artisan tomatoes here. And that brings up a window to edit them in. And you can edit the name, and don't worry about the permalink for now, your description. The variant, I'm not sure on variants, and categories, etc., etc. You can edit your images here. If I wanted to change the picture, Dawn has her hand up. Yeah, you're muted, Dawn. Okay. And then if you go down to product properties and group descriptions, group by descriptions, and search. And a lot of these things, I don't know what they do yet. Honestly, I don't.
And so I can help a little with what some of these categories are. Search probably isn't very relevant. It's mostly just optimization if you're wanting to be found on the interwebs with people like searching for fresh lettuce, things like that. The group by options is also something you won't likely need to deal with, and is meant for if customers are buying as like a buying club type thing, where they buy like a 50-pound bag of something and then subdivide it. It's designed for that type of a function. The variants, however, I think is a really helpful feature that you will want to use because it'll make it a lot easier for customers scanning your website. And that's for if you say want to offer multiple different sizes, if you have like a pint jar or a quart jar or multiple different weights, or even like, oh, I'm selling lettuce. Would you like a green head or a red head or things like that? Rather than creating a new product listing for each one, you can have each of those be different variants of the same product listing. And it makes it so much easier for folks filtering through and looking for what they want.
Opie, did you use that much in Finland last year, and did customers figure it out? Because something I noticed with Local Line is that there were drop-down lists where you could have different package sizes, for instance, like a 1 pound or a 10 pound or a 15-pound box of whatever it was. And
yeah,
people didn't find that. Like, people would only order the first thing that was showing up and not notice the drop down. So
I don't think that'll be a problem with Open Food Network. It's very clear, like when you're browsing things, it'll show like the main product and then like a list right even in the search, like before you even get into the specific product. So I don't see that being an issue. And we did use those options in Finland and didn't have any problems with that. So like, yeah, I think the lettuce was the example that I remember us using. There were some other ones as well, where it's like people got to choose, do they want a romaine or a red, or kind of what we had at the time.
Can you put multiple pictures then? So you can have a picture of your romaine or a picture of your butterhead or a picture of your red butterhead?
Yes, you can. I haven't like played around super extensively with figuring out kind of when it shows which picture. But you can put multiple pictures on a listing. I think it then doesn't show the multiple pictures till you like go into the more detailed view when you click on the product. But again, I haven't played around with that too extensively.
All right, that sounds good, Colby. Thanks for that information. Okay, I'm going to go back to the product list again and show you another thing that I did. That if I go back to the artisan tomatoes, say I have a different package size or price on something that I want to do, instead of a variant, if you click on this button here, which is clone, it will make a copy of that. And then you can go into the copy of it and do your edit. And you can rename that. I'm just going to do artisan tomatoes and then put come on, type. pints. And then I'm going to go down here for pints. You can see why I never got a very good grade in typing class. And variant name, I can do 4 pints. So this basically looks like it's creating a variant, just like Colby was talking about. Leave the categories produce, etc. Leave all that the same. Image, I could change the image, I imagine. And product properties, there I can change my price. I think that's where I can, yeah. Nope. Somewhere there's a place to change the price. And
Product properties is mostly if you have like certifications of like, oh, this is organic or pasture raised or different things like that. That's also where you can select like, is it vegetable? Is it a grain? Is it a kind of ready to eat product? Things like that.
Okay, I found a place before where I could change the price. It's here somewhere. I'm gonna go back to the product list and see if it's there.
So in this list, if you look on the left where it says expand all, if you hit either expand all or hit that little blue arrow, this is a really easy way to update your inventory. So if you're kind of preparing for a week, you can just kind of expand all, and then on that on hand column, you can quickly check your inventory of what's there and adjust that number. And you can see this is also where you can change the price.
Okay, I remember how I did it. I just clicked on that line or that line item, and that brought up, no, that's the image. Clicked in the price column. I guess you're right. I clicked on the arrow and then got the edit for the price.
There it is.
So the price, instead of $4, I would go say $15 or $12 and then update. And then go back to the products. Oh, I screwed up one place. I should have showed you that when you make changes, when you edit, make sure you go down to the bottom of the screen and hit update. I've forgotten to do that several times. So that's kind of mostly what I had in mind to kind of go over tonight.